This is Bismarck. He is a 1-year-old black Labrador. He's just like any other dog. He runs, he plays, he eats a lot, and he annoys his masters when he wants attention. But Bismarck is not just a normal dog. He is in training to become a guide dog for the blind. Bismarck is part of a small group of dogs in Flagstaff that are being trained to guide people who cannot see or have other vision problems. He is being raised by college student Alyssa, who is a member of the Cocoa Pups guide dog group here in Flagstaff.
I'm Alyssa Gallagher and I'm raising and training Bismarck for Guide Dogs for the Blind. I have been volunteering with guide dogs for a little more than 2 years. I have raised 2 dogs so far. My first dog, Roka, graduated back in June. She's now living in Costa Mesa, California with her person. I got Bismarck January of last year off the puppy truck in Phoenix. He was 8 weeks old when I got him. He was the youngest in the group by a few weeks, but he was also the biggest. Having a guide dog in training is a lot harder than having a pet dog, because they're not pets. You can't let them do what normal pets can do. I do basic obedience and socialization, like sit and stay and stuff, and like taking them places, but they also have like special commands that normal dogs wouldn't usually know. One of the commands that was hard for him to learn was down. Stand is his hardest command. We teach them to do their business on command, and he's actually pretty good at it. Guide dogs are not allowed to go whenever they want. They have to be on the person's schedule, not their own. So you give them enough chances to go, but if they don't go, then they're going to have to hold it till the next time you give them a chance. He was pretty easy to potty train compared to my first dog, Roka. Patience is very important. So if he gets a blind person who has a job like at a desk or something, like 8 hours a day, he has to sit there for that 8 hours. He can't get excited in class. He can't jump up and start wagging his tail and jumping all over the place, which he has tried to do before. Sometimes he's really, really good, and sometimes he's really, really not so good. But he's getting so much better. Without us, there's no way it would be a lot harder for them to become guide dogs, and there'd be a much lower success rate. Bismarck does not actually belong to me. He belongs to guide dogs, so they could take him away at any time. When you raise a guide dog puppy, you have to follow very strict rules. If you break those rules, guide dogs can, and in a lot of cases probably will, take your dog from you and put them in a more suitable home. You have to understand that these animals are not pets. They're trained to do things and know how to do things that normal dogs don't do. Like when Bismarck was 5 months old, he could sit through 2-hour-long classes. So normal puppies can't do that. He pretty much can go anywhere with me. I take him into the Union and he goes shopping for groceries and clothes and downtown. Some places you don't want to take him, like hospitals and stuff and things like that.
But it's not always so easy. One person has first-hand experience with the difficulties of living in the dorms and trying to raise a guide dog puppy. My name is Emily Kane. I'm a puppy raiser for Guide Dogs for the Blind, and Hero is my first dog that I've raised. My roommate and myself are co-raising him. When he was 5 months, we moved up to Flagstaff because I'm attending an AU here, and he's not allowed to live with me because we live on campus in a dorm. We were told originally that he could live here, so I was expecting to, but we ran into some problems over the summer, and so right now he lives with our group leader at night, and she drops him off with us in the morning to take him to classes. It's tough. Some days we really don't have him at all because our schedules do not align at all. It's very hard. It's not what I expected. So we decided, because we're not sure how much longer, he can keep it up. We think that having a permanent home will be good for him. So the Fosses agreed to take him on until he was able to graduate. I'm sure I'll still be a part of his training. I know they really want to keep including me and Allie as well. I don't agree with the situation. I've learned a lot through it about dealing with authority and dealing with what they've had to say. And so even though things didn't go our way and we still have to do, I do miss having Hero around. Unlike Emily, Alyssa lives in an apartment complex just off campus, so she doesn't have to worry about keeping Bismarck with her between classes.
I have not had trouble going places on campus. My teachers like him and my classmates like him. Bismarck's going back to San Rafael, California, sometime early next year for formal training. It's been a great experience raising Bismarck for guide dogs. He had some bad times and some good times, and we both learned a lot. I will be sad when he has to go. It's always sad. I really hope that he'll become a guide dog someday, just like Roka.